You know, my first job application actually consisted of only 5 sentences, one of which being a link to my portfolio. And I got the job. So you can make sure that I will definitely recommend a good portfolio to any developer. So let's take a look at some ideas you can put on your portfolio. You can actually create games in React, and with something like a React Jam, which is basically just a coding competition for game developers, you can actually try to improve your React skills by trying to create a game. Because if you can create a game, then you are probably quite well versed with all the React logic and all the lifetime and all that stuff. So you're probably quite a good developer for other web projects as well. And because it's just React, you can actually make it playable right on your portfolio site, which is really cool. And maybe you even want your game to be playable on a desktop. So this is where the next topic comes in, creating desktop applications. Because when you show that you're able to create a desktop app with something like Electron, or even better, Tori, which uses Rust, then you can show off how your skills of interacting with different systems will play into your skills as a React developer. Because when you're using React, there are a lot of different libraries that you could interact with, and showing that you can create a desktop app using React, which interacts with different system libraries, will really show your diverse skill set around all of these different technologies, and that you can learn quickly and efficiently, which is one of the most important things when it comes to getting a job. And of course, going in a similar direction, you could even create a mobile app. Sure, there are things like React Native that will allow you to do that, but you can even use your web dev skills for that, because with something like Cordova, you can actually package a normal HTML, CSS, and JavaScript app, which can of course be created using React, into a mobile app. So you could, theoretically at least, put your normal HTML site or any site you want to create and package it into the files needed for Android or iOS, which is just really cool. And of course, going in a completely different direction, you don't actually need to create something in React to have a React tool. How about you create something that's a dev tool for React developers? For example, I've created SCSS Typer, which will enable you to get type autocompletion and errors for your SCSS modules. Sure, this is really specific, but if you find anything that you find hard to do in your development environment that doesn't really have a solution for it yet, then you can just create a little package for that, and maybe some people will even use it, and you can showcase how you're really versed in the whole environment because you know what's missing and how you could improve it, and you're actually taking steps to do so, which is really, really valuable. Of course, many companies also have component libraries, so if you can showcase that you can create your own component library, something like MUI, so Material UI, or even something really simple using just a storybook and a few components, that will also be a really good sign for employers that you're the right person to hire, because you can create apps, you can create component libraries, and you can create so much more. Even something like maybe a video, because using something like Remotion, you're even able to create videos from HTML code. Sure, this is kind of off guard and maybe not the best thing to put on your portfolio, except for when your employer is really well versed in how the ecosystem around React evolves and that this is even a thing. But if you can describe it well, then this could be a really cool and unique thing to put on your portfolio, because I can assure you not many people will have a video created in React. So just a little idea. But of course, you shouldn't be missing the most simple and general solution as well, which is just creating a full stack Next.js app. This could be something like a shopping site or a password manager. Just be creative, anything works here, because all of the other projects basically showcase your creativity already. Just try creating a Next.js site to showcase your web development skills as well. And while you're at it, how about you show how well you know the browser as well, by creating this little thing, for example, which is a Chrome extension that counts how often you visited Stack Overflow. Sure, any other Chrome extension will work well as well, but by creating a Chrome extension, which is basically just HTML, which again you could create from React, you will showcase how well you know how the browser works, which is also a really good skill to have for a full stack or front-end developer. And of course, to combine all of this, you should create an awesome looking portfolio. Here, for example, is mine, where I've got all my projects that I want to showcase. And yeah, just be creative here. I, for example, tried to copy the style of VS Code with these 3 bars and all of that stuff. But yeah, you can create whatever you want, just try to be a bit creative to really pique the interest of whoever is looking at this. But of course, I wouldn't recommend that your application is only 5 sentences long like mine was. I actually wanted to create a longer one as well, but the system I used wouldn't let me. But hey, it worked anyway. But what I would recommend you to do now is check out this video, where I'll show you how to create a desktop app using Tori, which might be a good start to create your portfolio. Have a good day.